Can you believe that? We're at 118. I mean, like it was just some months ago that I always talked about 100,000, but now we're at 118 freaking thousand, and stocks were up 2.35% last week. And to think that this was a very, very difficult week for stocks, because we did expect that a lot of stocks were likely going to suffer because of that central bank circular that came out 2 Fridays ago. And so Monday really came up pretty red for a lot of stocks. They all suffered. And we all thought that it was going to be a bloody week. But you know what? For those of us who knew that, this is not such a bad news, right? And those who follow my newsletter, I mean, we did put out on Monday in that newsletter. Did I say newsletter? Website. Yeah. My personal blog. I did put it out there that this was a buying opportunity for people who were looking for cheap banking stocks to buy, who may have missed out on some of the rallies of some weeks ago. So, and they did. And for those who got in, I mean, I'm sure you probably made significant gains. And if you're wondering what website that is, it's ftm.ng. FTM, acronym for followthemoney.ng. And then you can see some of my private picks and some of the stocks that I speak about, stocks on my radar, action points, and not just stocks. I also talk about investing. There were a lot of investing opportunities last week as well. For example, did you know that there were treasury bills sold last week? There were a number of FGM bonds as well, and corporate bonds that were sold last week. So those are opportunities that sometimes we find a way of missing because we're in a world that is full of information overload. So you got to find a way to discern and look for the information that just helps you grow your wealth. That's all that matters. And that's what Nairametrics and FTM is for, by the way. So back to stocks.